Hi dear friends, this is Ramshad. In this video, let me give you a kind of small introduction about UGC NET exam. It is going to happen soon. We know that it is actually conducting by National Testing Agency or NTA, and this year UGC NET exam deadline has been extended into 31st of this month. We all know about that, and the exam is going to conduct soon. So for those people who are not having adequate information about this exam, let me give you a small kind of orientation regarding this one. Okay, especially this video is intended for those people who are attempting the first time for this NTA UGC NET examination. So basically, this exam, as we all are aware, there are two papers in it, first paper and second paper. Okay, here the first paper will be consisting of 50 questions, which will be having 100 marks, whereas the second paper will be, which is from your own optional subject, having 100 questions and which will carry 200 marks. So there are totally 150 questions and 300 marks, and the duration of the exam is 3 hours without any break. Okay, 180 minutes or 3 hours. All questions are compulsory. There is no negative marks. You have to attempt all questions. So the first paper is actually consists of teaching research aptitudes, as well as general reasoning ability, reading comprehension, divergent thinking, the general awareness, then data interpretation, communications. So there are different kind of general kind of topics are covered under this paper, whereas the second paper will be coming from your own particular domain where you did your PG and all. So basically more than 90 papers are actually conducted by UGC NET. So regarding this exam, it is actually, if we have a proper plan and proper strategy, which is easily to crack this exam. Okay, and the foremost thing you have to remember about this exam is you have to have proper kind of practice of previous year question papers. Okay, if you do properly work on previous year question papers, then I think there is a higher chance of cracking UGC NET, as well as if you do work more JRF as well. So there is kind of division of cutoff marks regarding each category. So there are different categorization of people, like general category. Within the general itself, there is economically weaker section, then OBC non-creamy section, then SC, ST, then PWD candidates. So these different candidates will be having different sorts of cutoff marks for getting assistant lectureship, as well as JRF as well. So what are the important thing to remember while we go for this exam? Okay, so basically this exam is nowadays conducting by online mode. Okay, so the online computer test is happening, and there will be cafes, and you have to go to cafe, and the exam will be having two sessions, like 9:30 to 12:30 forenoon session, and afternoon session it will be 2:30 to 5:30. So there will be continuous 3 hours, and it will be in some cafes and all in any part of India, whichever place you have opted for it. So in this one you can see there are more than 90 papers of exam is actually conducting by NTA. So when you are attempting answers in the exam itself, you have to remember some kind of important aspects. Which are they? So let me show you this one. So the questions will be in the computer, the question will be like this. There will be one question, 4 options. Okay, you can click the right option, and you can save and go for the next, or you can mark it as for review. Okay, so this green color, it is actually indicating you are answered that question, whereas red color, it is not answered, and the white color is not visited yet. Okay, and this 0, you can see this one 0 here, it is actually indicating answered and marked for review, and which will be considered for evaluation. Whereas if you are marked for only for review, it will be not be considering for evaluation. So these 4 options are there while you are attempting the exam during the examination time. So you have to be reporting the examination center before 1 hour of the starting of the exam. Okay, then let me show you this one, last year cutoff. So these are the subjects. Okay, each subject, the economics, political science, there are more than 90 subjects are conducting by NTA. So here you can see the categorizations: unreserved, that is means general, EWS, OBC, non-creamy session, SC/ST. Each will be having cutoffs for JRF as well as assistant professorship. So JRF in the last year, December, unreserved category for economy, it was 72%, whereas OBC it was only 68%. Okay, for assistant professorship for general it was 62.67%. For EWS it was 56.00%, and for OBC non-creamy it was 54.667%. And these numbers are there are total numbers also included in this one, how many people who got assistant professorship as well as JRF. So each subjects will be having this kind of categorizations, and number of people got into the get into that whether JRF or assistant professorship. So if you get JRF, you will be having kind of this is an example of a person who got JRF. Okay, while clear in the website, while showing the result, it will be showing like this one. Okay, so in this one, this guy is actually from computer science background. He got first paper 76%, second paper 98%. So total of this person's percentage was 58%. Okay, so computer science 58, from he was from general category. So he actually qualified for JRF. So each subject and each people, each categorization will have that kind of cutoff as well as for JRF as well as for assistant professorship. It varies depend upon categories as well as the subjects that is from that you are opted for the second paper. Okay, so if you ever qualify for JRF, you will get a call letter or JRF award letter from the UGC like this. So this girl has got JRF award letter, and this JRF is actually a fellowship that UGC will be giving you directly into your account for about 5 years, and you have to join any universities for MPhil or PhD for that. The validity of this award letter is 3 years. Within 3 years, you have to join any university for MPhil or PhD. Then this more than 30,000 rupees. Additionally, giving another HRNO as well. You will be having more than 30,000 rupees will be getting each month to your account. Will be directly credited to your account. Okay, this is called JRF. And for assistant professorship is only the certificates that is validating to do lectures in colleges as well as universities in each particular subjects. So this is my NET certificate. I actually qualified for NET for 3 times. So this is my NET certificate. If you are qualified for NET, you will be getting a certificate like this from the online itself. Okay. Then you must be aware about these procedures of getting getting to the cutoff. Cutoff marks is very important. You have to meet up the cutoff, otherwise you can't get JRF or assistant professorship. So my suggestion is you have to get maximum previous year question papers and have to strategically work on it. Then there is no doubt that you can easily crack this exam. Okay. So there's no much things I have to say. And in next video I will be talking about importance of first paper and what are the different kind of subtopics included in the first paper and how to prepare in it. So these are important things to remember while preparing for JRF and NET examinations. So I will be coming with next video about first paper. If you like this video, just subscribe, like and share to your friends. Thank you so much.